Okay, salute to the Breakfast Club. Definitely salute to Ti. There was this interview that happened a few weeks ago, and it was this. It probably didn't really make that much news, which I like. That's my favorite kind of story. But yeah, there was this interaction during the interview with YoungDro, and Ti. For those who don't know, obviously everyone should know what Ti is, but for those who don't know, YoungDro is another Atlanta-based artist. Definitely has a long standing relationship with Ti. Um, and Unfortunately, or for better for us to say, what they've also dealt with a lifetime of addiction and hard drug use. So obviously they whenever they do modern day interviews, they kind of speak towards the battles and adversities they have to overcome and how they did it wherever to overcome it and kind of get on a straighter and narrow, because obviously no one's perfect, a straighter and narrow path of overcoming that and just building a better foundation for the family and the community. So yeah, all that sounds relatively positive. We love to hear comeback stories. But this interaction happened during this interview. That's kind of, I don't know. It's got really what I'm about to just ask you. What do y'all think of it, and what would y'all do? But I don't know. Maybe it's not even much of a story. It's just kind of weird how it kind of pops off. It's kind of one of those. Oh, I remember I was gonna ask you. We'll kind of play it a bit now. Of course, it's a Breakfast Club, and they have like automatic copyright on all their content, so we have to kind of take this step by step. Um, but I will read a bit of it. Heated a moment on the Breakfast Club after young Joe opens up about going to rehab and surviving a drug overdose, and his friend K Dub keeps laughing. So you kind of raise the eyebrow when you read that. Why is he laughing about a story about overdose and overcoming addiction? Let's see how it all plays out. We'll pause the instrumental to keep everything kosher.
Well, I got tired of the same things, you know what I mean, over and over again, getting high and saying I'm not getting high and repeating the same.
Man laughing, man. Can't
Lying.
do
You make
it.
me
Can't
lying.
do it
They don't
behind
laugh.
his
And I was
laughing like hell at this man struggle. This man talking about it real, overcoming the real struggle. This man back in
I
there.
was gonna ask you because your crew just do nothing but laugh. Like even this down two Ti's like, welcome to Overdose. Like nobody takes it serious.
But you know what though?
What you say?
A bad pill got him. He let it all go after that bad pill.
Was one bad.
Okay, so he's talking about again overcoming. The video was a little choppy. This is one of those things where you just listen. Don't really watch it too much. And there's always links in the description below if you do want to watch it for yourself. Probably for the choppiness. But anyway, so yeah, he's starts getting into it, and there is a bit of laughter. It kind of stems back to like within your own crews. Maybe we can relate to this. Sometimes because people will know each other, there's that dynamic of like like even if it's something serious, I'm gonna laugh because I just know him personally. So I guess that's kind of like the framing, which we can all understand. Everyone's kind of laughing along with it, so we kind of understand. And I think we probably got the right at just the moment, but he's even the homeboy K Dub is even remember that time you almost overdosed, and even though that's kind of a super serious topic, I guess before we move on, we all understand that concept, right? Or is anyone already offended? Like, there's something that sound crazy from the outside perspective, but within a friend group, it's kind of like y'all do laugh at it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Okay. Let's keep playing.
Bad pill got him.
Actually,
Three.
He's telling the truth. Nah, but it was more than that. It was actually I overdosed. You feel what I'm saying? And I used this platform with the thank God to.
Man, what's wrong with you, man?
That's funny.
What's wrong with you? He laughing in the background.
Man,
That's your brother, right? That's your brother.
crazy, man.
He's a mechanic.
K-Dub.
He's a mechanic. The mechanics always laughing still.
K-Dub is a dastardly individual, man.
So and the other thing is sometimes you got that class clown of the group who just he's always gonna make a joke out of everything, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? No, he's. I said it got to the point where I was like, okay, read the room now. Now it's like we're getting more serious. Like, come on.
Oh, well, I swear, alert. He continues to not read the room. Play it.
So go
Nah,
ahead. So
but
you almost overdosed.
yo, I did.
No.
You know what I mean? And all of these things happened. The overdose. My daughter was on drugs, and career wise, I wasn't where I wanted to be.
What is this? What's up with your man?
Hey, you finna get slapped. No, bro. I mean, we cool, but I slap the shit out you by laughing.
Oh man.
I'm just telling you, we
Hey, you ain't
cool.
gonna slap me now.
Now, what you want to do?
Hey, you ain't gonna slap me.
What you want to do?
You gonna hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Don't let him take you out of your
All right. Sober Dro. Come on, man.
I can do
Yeah, I'm
what I
here
want.
bank here though.
I can do
Like,
what I want to do.
Hey, listen.
Hey, man, you
Hey, listen. Hey, both of y'all. All y'all. Everybody came in this motherfucker with me.
I ain't gonna go with you.
Hey, look. Everybody came in the motherfucker with me. Hey, look. Everybody came in the motherfucker with me. Hey, look. Remember who you came in. Remember what we doing here, man. Come on, man. Let's get this shit together, bro. All right.
all right.
Pause it.
I'm sorry, guys.
And first of all, Joe, congratulations on being two.
So yeah, you basically see the escalation of it. It's like talking about my struggle. You start laughing. Talk about how I almost literally died. I mean, we're all homeboys, so yeah, he did almost die. Then he goes into the fact that his little daughter was on drugs, and the laughter continues. So yeah, at that point we see Joe kind of get back to what he probably would do back in the day. He was like, he's about to turn up basically. Interestingly enough, even I was kind of surprised when I first watched it. I was kind of surprised about the other guy's reaction. And again, we don't know these people's relationships, but if someone's trying to check you on like making light of things, should you be getting defensive? I don't know. All things you guys can speak to. Yeah. Basically, what do y'all make of this type of situation? Like I said, I think it's relatively common or understandable how there are some people that are kind of less serious about certain things about life in general. Not life in general, but they'll be it's common for them to make light of things, for them to be the kind of the clown of the group, to make a joke out of serious things, which is definitely needed sometimes. But what do we think of a situation in which you're trying to be dead ass serious and people still kind of laughing at you? What would you take a similar approach to Joe, where you would turn up, or are you just all understanding and everything's fair and pain and war? What do you think, Ghost?
I mean, at a certain point, there is not reading the room, and then there's just a clear lack of respect once you make it clear that you're being serious and someone still wants to keep cracking jokes. So I do not fault YoungDro for. I don't know if I would have like, just for me personally, I don't know if I would have said I would have slapped him, but if I'm relaying my experiences and then like when the daughter thing specifically comes up and then still laughing, like that's when I'm gonna turn. We're gonna have words to some extent. I'm not just gonna come out swinging, but it's like,
What if he laughs at your words?
Oh, I mean, if Ti wasn't there to defuse the situation, I feel like it could have came to blows. And I don't. Is it crazy to say sometimes you just need to fight a little?
Jesus.
I'm.
You tell me.
I would never envision one of y'all doing this. So I certainly don't plan on ever coming to blows with y'all. But if it's someone I'm less cool with, I don't know. I have like experience on a small level where people just keep provoking me because they think it's funny, even when I'm trying to be serious. Doing it literally just to get a rise out of me, which is a different situation than this is, where it seems like he just doesn't have that understanding and respect to just keep your mouth shut for a little. But I don't know. At some point, like I don't want to get into, I guess, what I would do in this exact situation, but it's just sometimes you do need to check someone and let them know that again, there's a level of respect that needs to be had, even if if you think it's joking and jokes and all that with the other person serious. It's like if you want to keep cracking jokes and you still think it's funny, like we're not gonna be cool. Is that simple?
Hmm.
Like I don't know I don't know K Dub, but off of this 2 minute clip, 2 minutes, I don't want to be friends with this dude. Like I'm cool off that. Want to chill? Like, nah,
Well,
I got plans. I'm good.
like I said, going back to sometimes you have a group and just that one guy in the group, you just don't take stuff seriously. Like we could be it could be at a funeral, everybody crying, and then he's the one that crack a joke like, well, he died the way he lived, or he just said a joke. And
Again,
I think we accept people like that in society and in groups.
yeah, I get it, and it's a time for everything. But if you don't have the social awareness and the knowledge, and again the respect to just know when to not push it, and if I'm being ultra serious with you and saying, yeah, I know you like cracking jokes, but you need to chill out now, and you're still not doing it, that just shows me that not only do you lack the common sense, just how people operate, but you don't respect what I'm telling you. So I'm not gonna be cool with you moving forward. It's that's the way that I look at it. It's just it gets beyond the class clown joking around. It can morph into something more serious.
Yeah, there's nothing to argue with there, and it's definitely the mature approach. How about yourself, Ace? What do you think of a situation like this where you're trying to be serious, or like Go said, when you if you read the room, it is a more serious tone, and somebody's getting into a serious topic of discussion, but you have the class clown in the group laughing, maybe even joking. Do you think you might have to turn upon them, or do you think you just let them be, or something else?
Um, I think I'm pretty much in agreement with Ghost. I don't see myself coming to blows with anybody for something like this.
You almost
It
die and
would
someone
just
laugh at you, and you just taking it.
no, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting somebody for something like this, um
What
like
if one of your family members almost died and they laughing at you?
Yeah, we're talking about his daughter.
I'm not fighting somebody. I'm not fighting. What I am doing is like Go said, we're definitely not cool after that point, especially if I make it clear, especially if I try to draw the line and make it clear, like, listen, I'm being serious. There's no reason to be laughing anymore. Like, stop laughing. And they still keep laughing. Like, that's when I draw the line where we're not cool anymore. Like, that's it. Um, whatever interaction, like this interview, for example, that we're trying to be serious about and have a real discussion about, you're gonna sour the mood. Maybe I'm gonna quit the interview. um like that would be more so my reaction as opposed to fighting somebody. um but yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's much more to say other than that. I can completely understand, um obviously, the issue here, like, and I guess I can also understand, somebody being like, or I should say, in the beginning, when the dude initially started laughing, like, I could understand where that could be taken. The statement could be taken as humorous, where it's like, yeah, you did, there were those times where you say you weren't high, you were high. It is like, I can see how somebody would find levity in that, but clearly, like, when the dude started talking about his daughter, like, I don't, there's there's no excuse in my mind as far as continuing to not take the thing seriously. um and yeah, that, I mean, that's my thoughts. It's not deep. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all know I will definitely come on here and try to play laughing devil's advocate, but I really don't, I really don't see a world in which when a brother's talking about his little child almost dying, uh, I'm gonna laugh. Like I don't know, I really don't see the inside joke for that one. Um, yeah, I think the biggest moral story is you definitely have to know when to read the room, and obviously there are some conversations and dialogues that are happening, which you know, even if you are a more lighthearted person, you definitely have to um, be aware of how other people would perceive your laughter or your jokes, and you have to move as such. So I don't think that's anything too deep, like you said, to try to wrap your brain around. If you can't, then you got to be prepared for people to just not want to associate or distance themselves for you, or even I guess because we're not from Buckhead, Atlanta, or wherever brother's from, you might have to be prepared for somebody to swing on you. And like 9 times out of 10, there's not worth losing a relationship over a joke or a laugh. So you got to move accordingly. I don't know. But if there's nothing else, we can move on to the next topic.